This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Make another smart choice with Auto Quote Explorer to compare rates from multiple car insurance companies all at once. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Welcome to the RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Show for Season 17, Episode 14, titled, How's Your Headliner? My name's Joe Batanson. I am joined, as always, by one spectacular co-host from the podcast, Bravo, Bravo, effing Bravo. Please say... Ding, 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 ding. To Mr. Nathan Patrick Brown. Hello, Nathan.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, how's your headliner?
I haven't had any complaints. Well, actually, I've had some from you quite often, but...
You've never given me head, so...
No, but you complain about me a lot, so...
Oh, I have a good comment today, too.
Oh, great.
It's loaded up. Because Nathan said, if for people who listen to Just Between Us Girls, which is a good transition to our Patreon plugs, he wants me to complain about him to his face, not on Relaska Thoughts. So now I will complain about him to his face. That's right. We have a show called Just Between Us Girls, of which there are 2 editions this week. Well, kind of. There's only 1 edition, but there was a bonus deleted footage. No, not footage, but deleted audio that's only available to the expensive tier. And I will say this. I mean, I don't know how long it will last. I don't think anybody knows this. There's a spot open in the expensive tier.
Get
out.
out.
Spot opened up. Yeah. And whoever wants to grab it can grab it first. And if you do, you will get this that was too hot. I actually did think about it for a while, Nathan. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I think it's best to delete this. And we put it in a bonus thing. Also, there's some other alternative audio from other places in Just Between Us Girls. But in it, Nathan and I had a very, like a 30-plus minute conversation. I think the final, because it took stuff out, like 28 minutes. But...
Okay.
It's almost 30 minutes, you know, and it's 30 minutes somewhere. If you want to hear, and I think it's a really good episode, actually. Nathan gives me what for coming for him on Relaska Thoughts. And then Lori Roggenkamp calls in with Star, and then Lori and Star give each other what for whatever drama Nathan brought up. And yeah, so it's a very good episode, Just Between Us Girls. Let me tell you where it's available. It's available on Apple Podcasts. Just subscribe right there. You can go to patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia, subscribe at the executive tier level and above. You can get Just Between Us Girls. You also might be like, I don't want to do any of those things. You can go buy the season over at patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. You can be like, well, Joe, I don't want to give you money, but I still want to listen to your content. You can go to patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. Subscribe as a free member. There's so much free content. I'm running out of breath. That's how much free content there is. There's so much free content that comes out every week. It'll be a deluge of content that's free over at patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. Just use the app, go on the line, subscribe as a free member. You'll be surprised how much free content there is available to you. And the tea, you know, it's coming back. It's been back, but we have another episode coming out this week. Go to the public feed, go on the Patreon feed. So many things happening. And so many people are so happy. I got this amazing Instagram message from a person named Roz over on Instagram. And they were telling me that, yes, that I am right, that thanks to being stretched so thin, the show is amazing. And going on and on, I'm like, oh, thank you. And then she's like, maybe one day I'll subscribe. What? One day? Do it now.
What do you want, Roz?
Yeah, what do you want, Roz? So anyway, all right, that's all of that. Nathan, anything that we should know here? Any personal news? I did see, and this again was referenced on Just Between Us Girls, and this is a tease for you. And Nathan, don't give anything away. Okay. But ultimately, was your hen's party, that's what they call a bachelorette party in Australia, was your hen's party a success?
Yeah, it was so much fun. Best day ever.
Okay, I don't know if you hook up with strippers or bottomless waiters, but nod if you did.
Oh. It's not a nod, but it's not a shake. I'll have to tell you all about it next week on J-Bug.
Oh, well, yes. That's the promo if I've ever heard one. And by the way, it's not for his story. It's the fact that he has a story.
Fuck off.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to actually talk about whatever there is to talk about in this episode. We'll be back right after this.
DSW, Designer Shoe Warehouse, is the one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW has what you need, but more importantly, they have what you didn't even know you wanted. You never know what you'll find at DSW. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or DSW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
Hey there, it's Dr. Sanjay Gupta with some exciting news to share. CNN is now streaming. That means you can read, watch, and stream everything in one subscription. You can watch news live 24/7. You can also explore catch-up videos and explainer videos, and you can also watch the library of CNN's originals, including my latest documentary, It Doesn't Have to Hurt. Just go to cnn.com/all-access.
We are back. This week, the girls make their best efforts to happen in Vegas and stay in the competition. In the end, Jewel Sparkles was named the winner of the challenge, while Sam Star and Susie Toot were placed in the bottom two. After a lip-sync battle for their lives, Sam Star was told, "Shantae, you stay," while Susie Toot was asked to sashay away. Nathan Patrick Brown, what did you think of that lip-sync, and did the right queen go home?
I thought the lip sync was okay. It's not one that I want to rewatch anytime soon. But yeah, I think Sam did win. I think Sam did win. And I think the right queen went home. I'm kind of a bit glad Susie went home. It makes things more interesting if someone who thinks she's a front runner gets eliminated in that 5th spot. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay, so it's weird. You and I don't disagree, but don't hard agree. So I actually thought it was a fairly good lip sync. I do like that song very much. And so it was a fun song. I guess the closest they can get to Diana Ross is her daughter. And, which by the way, I want to say it now, I thought Tracy Ellis Ross was a very good guest judge.
Oh my God, is she Diana Ross's daughter?
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really? They didn't mention this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, she's her daughter.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, the reason I was like that was because did they not do the part where maybe I skipped it or I went too far in the commercial? When they come back, RuPaul walks out on the runway.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
No,
so I was like,
they do that.
Oh. Yeah, I missed it. And I was like, I'm not going to go back and look.
Anyway,
who cares?
Sorry.
I'd never talk about that part. Anyway, she was a great guest judge. She had some things. I'm like, that's a really good way of describing that. So go Tracy Ellis Ross. I thought she was a really good guest judge. Very good insight. But that said, I like that song. I like that number. I think they both did a really good job with that number. I thought it was fantastic. I actually was like, this is a tough one-ish. In fact, there's a creator right now, some white guy who I'm assuming is gay, going back and watching. I don't even know what he's doing. I don't care, right? But he made this whole point about like that Drag Race needs to go back to its roots and make a lip sync for your life mean something, and that it really does. So that in theory, yeah, if you're that good of a lip syncer, you could lip sync all the way to the crown. So that said, if that were really the case, I think it was razor thin close, if I'm being honest with you. Since it's not the case, I will say Sam Star was an easy pick. I think Susie Toot, I mean, it's weird. They didn't have to justify it that much. They didn't have to do any kind of backflips or gymnastics or anything to justify why she was in the bottom. It was a weird, glaring air that showed a hole in her. I actually, this should have been an easy, at least safe for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe she really fumbled this.
Mm-hmm.
Really fumbled this. What was your big takeaway from this episode, Nathan?
Well, it's about Susie Toot. I think she'll be fine. I think it might actually be better for her career in the long run that she's gone out in this 5th place spot. As much as she thought she was ready and she had no kryptonite and she should have won the whole show, I think being taken down a peg is probably better for her longevity in the industry and like her growth as a performer. And you don't need to, win Drag Race to win Drag Race. So I think she'll be fine. And as I said, I'm kind of glad she went because the whole like, she's the fucking winner, like storyline. I don't know where that was coming from apart from her and Lexi. Like, so I was sick of the gaslighting that she was going to be in like the final 4 no matter what. So I was glad to see it, but she'll be fine.
Well, yeah, she's in some very good company there.
Yeah.
Some of the strongest queens that ever come out of this competition went home in that exact spot. I kind of feel this is a different competition. I kind of feel Jennifer Hudson even went home in that spot on American Idol.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and she was a big shock elimination as well. Yeah, so she's in good company. That said, I don't know. I know Susie Toot tries to see herself as like a Jinx Monsoon type, but I don't think she has that much range. If I were her, I would take a few years, grow up a little bit, get some gravitas, and then come back to All Stars. I hope she doesn't do All Stars too soon because I think she needs some more years under her belt. Maybe a little, not that she's crazy, obnoxiously arrogant, but she could use some humility because
Totally.
she was strutting around that workroom like pretty much it was a foregone conclusion that she was at least going to make it to the finale.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this must have been a devastating blow to the ego. I don't know why. And like you, I don't really quite know why she got that. I think, she had a couple of wins early on, but in some very key moments really flopped.
Mm-hmm.
Snatch Game being first and foremost.
Yeah, and if you bomb Snatch Game, it's very rare that you win. Like, is Evie Oddly the only person that's like actually won after bombing Snatch Game?
Oh, did Evie bomb Snatch Game? I don't remember.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know where that narrative really came from. And also, when they're like, Susie, I see big things for you. I see Broadway in your future. I was like, wait, does she even sing? Like, is she even like that talented? I mean, she did a little tap number. I don't know. Like,
I think that this Susie Toot, again, I get where she's coming from. I didn't really see the Jinx Monsoon of it all. Like, Jinx Monsoon, you could see. You could see Jinx Monsoon in these roles on Broadway. Like, it seems like a natural fit for Jinx to go on Broadway. I never saw any evidence that Susie could do this.
yeah.
That's what's so interesting to think about Susie and her mother is honestly Susie's mom's personality that we saw on the show, at least, was a little surprising because Susie has the personality of a kid who's always been told that they're super funny or super talented from their mom. Like they're the most funniest, smartest, most talented kid ever.
Yeah.
She has that kind of personality. And yet her mom didn't seem to be that kind of person. So I don't know where she gets this confidence.
It's me. So, yeah, what's your takeaway?
I don't know. I think my takeaway is I don't really have a big takeaway. This episode is so paint by numbers, and it's not the fault of the show. We were when we were coming on. We're doing this show live. By the way, another Patreon feature that you have is you can listen to these shows live. So right before we were going to go live, one of the listeners, Andrew, said, "Oh, I'm glad to hear the recap because I couldn't make any sense of this episode." And I think, if anything, this episode makes the most sense. It's so, you're going to do this. You're going to do that. We don't care. We're just stitching together an episode. We're going to make things go long. We're going to do that horrible judge's critique where it's everybody gets praised. No one gets critiqued. And tell you why you're such a wonderful human being on the stage. And it's a weird, to me, this is like one of the most predictable episodes that they do. Is this 5th place episode.
I think you're right in saying that it was stitched together in that they were given all these little tasks to do, but we didn't actually see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Like we didn't see them learning the dance. We didn't see them filming the promo videos. So like, it's not traditional in that sense that we see everything. And also like, I don't know, I kind of wanted like a big... Yeah, that's the thing. It was probably boring. So like, yeah, cut it out. But like, it would have been... I don't know. I would have preferred an episode where it's like an actual girl group challenge and they write lyrics and they do a verse, but instead it was just this horrible, like, well, actually not too horrible, but, you know, like a vapid number about a gift shop that they just danced to, which didn't make any sense or have any purpose, really.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm just like, you know, by this stage in the competition, I guess I'm being like I'm assuming, maybe I'm just being totally obnoxiously self-involved here, but I'm assuming that I have my finger on what the audience kind of thinks of this episode. I think we're all kind of over this season. You know, one of the things we know about the next episode is it's a Lollapalooza, and I've seen discussion on Reddit and online of people saying like, none of these girls could lip sync.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too. I don't know who the lip sync assassin is that's in there.
Last week we had like Maddie Morphosis, Love Dion, or what's her name again?
Morphine and the Flips one. But then we also got super surprised by Megami. So if there's like another surprise like lip sync assassin in there, that'll be really fun. But then if there's not, it might not be so fun.
Yeah, so I mean it'll be Lollapaloozas are always fun anyway, so it'll be fun. Yeah, it's just, to me, this episode is just like they're just landing the plane, and it's just a routine landing. So because of that, there's not going to really be any big giant takeaways, because there's not really much meat on the bone here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've pretty much gnawed everything off of this episode. With that said, why don't we say goodbye to our public feed people?
Bye.
Bye, and then we will dive right into the episode. You know, I was telling Nathan yesterday that I want to get to this episode. I'm not going to get into the story. I'll get into Just Between Us Girls. I Googled myself. And one of the posts that comes right up is a Reddit post from a couple of months ago where the person was mad, Nathan said. I didn't read it.
But it's just that person that emailed and you read it out on air like in week 2. So it's like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But the point is that they thought all hosts were heterosexual. I don't know.
That was someone who commented and said, "You listen to that straight guy and all his straight friends." That's pretty fucking funny.
Did anybody come in there and say they're not straight?
No, someone just commented being like, "Wait, he's straight?"
Yeah, exactly. It's not straight. Talking about. So, all right. Anyway, after the After the non-elimination, the girls walk into the workroom to celebrate their top 5 status. Double Shantae and Sam Star's win. The next day, the girls walk into the workroom ready for the next challenge. This week, the girls will audition to star in RuPaul's Drag Race Live at the Flamingo, Las Vegas. The contestants will take attention-grabbing publicity photos. Can't talk. Shoot promotional videos, and sit for an interview with Latrice Royale. On the main stage, the girls will also perform RuPaul's song, Gift Shop. I'm trying to find a place to stop for a discussion, okay? In the workroom, the queens get to work writing their promo videos. Later, the girls go to the set to have their photo shoot directed by RuPaul. Even later, the girls sit down for an interview with Drag Race legend Latrice Royale. Sam Star longs to reveal her true self. Onya confesses she was in her own head. Susie regrets her niche Snatch Game performance. Lexi shares her human trafficking backstory. And Jules fails to have an answer ready for where she will be in 5 years. Now, let's stop here.
Okay.
We're going to take it piece by piece. Nathan, any thoughts on anything that happened after the non-elimination?
So they talk about the lip sync from last week. Susie calls it one of the greatest lip syncs for their life ever, and I thought that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Well, let's stop right there. 'Cause I have this in my notes too. What is wrong with them?
I don't know.
Because to me, it's just this is what it is this cast is so we're getting to that point now where it feels like New Year's Eve. Here's what I mean. One of the reasons I hate New Year's Eve is I feel I don't go out on New Year's Eve anymore. I refuse. And part of it, a big chunk of it is this reason, is the energy is full of all these people who are like, it's New Year's Eve. It has to be fun. We have to have a great time. It has to be like the most special night of our lives. We're having it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Right? And there's that sort of like desperate energy to have an iconic evening.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know about anybody else. I've had some iconic New Year's Eves, and every iconic New Year's Eve did not start out trying to be iconic. I've had New Year's Eve where people are trying to be iconic, and I don't remember them.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like this season is trying desperately, and we can just feel it. It's palpable to be this iconic season. They want to go down with seasons, 4, 5, 6. I'll even throw in 7, 8, 9, 10. They want to be one of those seasons, and in doing so, it's like, no, girl, you're giving season 13 energy on a good day. I don't even know who won season 13. If I'm being honest with you.
Evie? I don't know.
No, Evie's 11.
Oh, okay. Well, I have no fucking clue then.
Which one is Willow Pill the winner of?
Oh, maybe 13 or 14.
All right.
I don't. All right.
So, greatest lip sync ever? No, it was totally fine.
Totally fine. And it sort of sounds like Jules didn't do a reveal on the runway because she was saving it for the lip sync because she's like, I knew I would be in the bottom. But I wonder if she would have been in the bottom if she did do the reveal on the runway. Like, wasn't that what was dragging her down, her outfits? So I don't know if she's being like smart in that instance or not.
Smart. I think she's looking past that. You see, I think you're coming at it from a very like, this is fair point of view. You have to understand, Nathan, this is an evil corporation.
Oh, here we go.
That is masterminding the world. And so, no, I think she saw the writing on the wall, the way the producers were talking to her, that she was going to be in the bottom.
So
I think she was doing the math.
Well, that is smart, yeah.
Yeah, she was doing the math. She goes, there's only 5 of us. This person, Sam's mom is very charismatic. She's going to crush it. Onya, they love her. She's going to crush it. Even though it was her against Onya, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah. But she's probably looking, going like, okay, maybe Onya, maybe me and Susie. But it's going to be, the odds are it's going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was really smart.
Okay.
Any other thoughts?
No.
So I had forgotten that Sam won last week.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and he's like eye rolling that there was a non-elimination. And I was like, well, that's kind of shitty of him. I forgot that he'd won. And that's kind of shitty of him. And then they go, oh, and congrats, Sam, for winning. And I go, wait a minute, that's even extra shitty. You fucking won and you're mad that someone didn't go home?
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, and then she goes, this is my favorite part. This just shows you what an obnoxious little shit this Sam Star is. She goes, rebounds of all rebounds. I'm like, you were in the bottom once? And you went up against Lana Del Rey? You're like, that's not really a rebound?
No.
Yeah, it was like, you're a crazy person. Rebound of all rebounds. Who would be the rebound of all rebounds? I have someone kind of in mind. Maybe this will spark someone else's. But who would you say is the rebound of all rebounds?
I have no idea.
If you're talking about someone just making it to the finale, who are you going to say?
Trixie.
Oh, okay. But all right. Well, I don't know. I think All Stars 3 was a little rigged. I mean, not rigged, but like, I don't know.
She rebounded, baby.
She did. I mean, I guess she did. I was going to say Cameron Michaels went pretty far because of the lip syncs. And
the butterflies.
Sasha Velour, she was never really in the bottom, but she was not a front runner. And then she goes in and wins.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you leave in the comments on Patreon, leave in the comments on Discord, leave in the comments on Spotify or wherever, what are the rebounds of all rebounds? I'm very curious to know in this show. Rebounds of all rebounds. All right. Now let's go to the workroom. The girls have gotten the challenge. Now they're in the workroom. They're working on their video shoots, their photo shoots, their promos. Any thoughts here in the workroom, Nathan?
They're trying to build the tension with the whole, like, at least one person is going home and then like, oh my God, she said at least. But I did not believe for a second that they would be eliminating more than one person this week. So that kind of went nowhere for me.
It wasn't that I believed or didn't believe. I was like, oh, they're just giving themselves some wiggle room in case they're so bad. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And then when they're all talking about like what they'll do, and what they'll wear for their promo videos and stuff. And Susie starts talking about like doing the whole anything goes thing. They were Susie's problem is she thinks she's too smart for this show and that she's so much smarter than all the other girls and that her flapper tap dancing thing is the most interesting thing about her. But like for me, that's the worst part of Susie. And the girls are hinting that like it's not going to work, but because she thinks they're so dumb that they must be wrong and she must be, of course, right. But like if she could have just like maybe read the room a little bit, she'd be like, maybe I'll put this anything goes little slip dress back on the rack and be a little bit more interesting.
But this goes back to what we were just talking about. The overconfidence is crazy because, and it shows she's actually not that smart because this is not the only time this has happened.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably thinking of one time with the tap dancing, or maybe there's something else I can't think of right now, where they were like, oh, don't do that. That's weird. And then it worked. But I can think of just off the top of my head, there was Snatch Game. That didn't work. There was some other comedy thing she did that she thought was going to crush. Was it the roast or something?
I think she was all right in the roast.
What was the one where this Lexi got mad?
Every episode.
Whatever. Every single time they're like, I don't know if that's going to work. And she's like, just you watch. I know RuPaul. I know what I'm doing. And then she either is mid or not good. And so she has this like, it's almost like she's like the living embodiment of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Is that what it is? The Dunning-Kruger effect?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm going to call it. Dunning-Kruger. Her drag name should be Dunning-Kruger because she thinks she's way better at this competition than she really is.
Yes.
Honestly, I think she benefited from the fact that the cast wasn't super strong and she was just fine. I think in a stronger cast, she would have gone home earlier.
I thought she would be first out.
We all did.
Yeah.
We all did, yeah. Any other thoughts on the workroom?
God, not really. Not until we get to the photo shoots.
Now we're at the photo shoot, right? Is that the next thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Photo shoot. So the photo shoot, RuPaul's doing it. There's that guy, something Sanchez, doing the photo shoot. Any thoughts here?
Yeah. Well, Ru was eating Jules up, which, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, is Jules maybe like now one of the front runners? I was like, good for Jules. And then I also saw that he was having like so much more fun directing Onya and Sam and even Lexi a little bit. And that's when I could kind of tell that the rapport with Susie just like was lacking. And I thought, oh, she might be going home at this point, because that's when they were sort of making it obvious that, yeah, maybe Susie's not a front runner.
Well, we can start this conversation. I think RuPaul was a little surprised. And it's actually surprising to me. Like, this isn't the 1920s. And what I mean is, I'm going to go backwards on this. But so RuPaul asks her, have you been to Vegas? She says no. And that could have been because, again, it's not the 1920s. Vegas, okay. Nathan, have you been to Vegas? Actually, I mean, honest.
Yeah.
Okay, but before you'd been to Vegas, I feel like there's a Vegas vibe that is so famous that you don't have to have been to Vegas to get the Vegas vibe. Am I wrong?
No, you just have to have seen like Ocean's 11 or like the episode of Friends where Ross and Rachel get married at a fucking chapel. Like, you get the vibe, right?
Yeah. And so even just being aware of pop culture, which that's sort of Susie's thing, is she's aware of pop culture and old-timey pop culture. You have the Rat Pack, you have Elvis, you have Liberace, you have Siegfried and Roy. So many like old-timey things that make up the image of Vegas, right? She could have, what's funny is Susie's all into being old. She could have done an old-timey take on Vegas. Which Vegas loves that shit. They constantly eat that shit up. No, and it's odd. It's a very, very odd. And I just saw an interview with her, and I really, truly don't think she understands Las Vegas, which is, by the way, not a hard concept to understand.
Well, and they've been pushing this RuPaul's Drag Race live in Vegas for the past few seasons, and like filmed the finale in Vegas a couple of years ago. Like, She should at least know what that product is.
Because I saw in an interview that she did with Vulture that they asked her about any regrets or something like that. And she was saying that before she came to LA, she was trying to see what she could fit and not fit in her luggage. And there was a hat, a red hat with a big feather coming out of it that she was like, should I pre-kit? Should I not? I'm not going to take it. She didn't take it. She's like, oh, but if I would have taken it, then I would basically, she didn't say she would have won, but that was the insinuation. It would have been cunt. And she described what she would have worn. And I'm like, no, that still wouldn't have been Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's weird that she truly does not understand. Like, honestly, if I'm being totally fucking honest. Let's say I'm Susie Toot. I don't know a shit thing about Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, one of the great things about being quote unquote Vegas is you could be on the fucking nose as much as you want and you'd still be there, right? Yeah. You can be on the nose with Vegas. It's like, I don't know anything about Vegas. What do I do? Who was that one drag queen that was not very good, but she was really hot as a boy? And literally every fucking goddamn look was like a showgirl look. Kahana Montrese. Thank you.
Yeah. Her whole thing was being from Vegas.
Yeah. Just go like, what did Kahana Montrese do? Right? That's Vegas. Kahana Montrese is like Vegas. Just what did she do every fucking goddamn... It's like going like, I don't know anything about moo-moos. You're like, well, I don't know anything about moo-moos, right? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up Honey Mahogany. Every fucking goddamn look that fucking bitch did was a goddamn moo-moo. All right. And so like that's why I don't understand. It doesn't make it doesn't compute.
Because anything goes is the opposite. It's the exact opposite of
anything
Vegas.
Went all right. She went right out the door.
Yeah, and like in her video, she even like was like, there was lots of sailors, and I was like, are there even sailors in fucking RuPaul's Drag Race Live or in Vegas?
Water.
Like, no.
There's not even water by RuPaul's Drag Race.
She's fucked.
It's so weird.
I think she must have run out of clothes. Why would she wear that?
I don't know. It really that's why like everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe she. No, it makes total sense why she went home. Mm-hmm. Total 100% sense. I mean, it reminds me of you don't follow American sports, but and this is the only thing I know. But Tom Brady was the quarterback of a team called the New England Patriots. And there was a season where they went undefeated the entire season, Nathan. The entire season they went undefeated. And then they went all the way to the Super Bowl. All they needed to do was win that last game, and they would have been like, I think the tie with the Miami Dolphins for the most wins, right? Going undefeated all the way to the Super Bowl. And they choked on the Super Bowl. They choked at the Super Bowl. Didn't win. This is Susie Toot. She just needed to be fine. She needed to be safe, and she would have gone to the finale. And she couldn't pull that off. So at the end of the day, yeah, she shouldn't be in that finale.
Yeah, no, you're right. And the rest of them did really well. Like, they at least had like good energy. They looked good. They looked Vegas. I mean, Lexi got in her head because she always gets in her fucking head. Like, that's her thing, getting in her head for no reason. But other than that, she pulled through, and they all performed adequately. And then you had Susie.
Yeah. All right. Latrice Royale. The conversation was Latrice Royale.
Well, I think getting Latrice to do this was like a fun touch. I don't think she's like the next Graham Norton, but she was fine. Do you want to go through them one by one? No,
just any standouts.
Oh, well, I mean, Lexi got human trafficked. Well, some of them had some boring stories. I mean, she got handcuffed to a bed for 48 hours, apparently. So, like, that's kind of insane and interesting.
So, I have a couple of things that may spur some things on you. This Sam Star.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, well, I think one is that, I'm really shady. I'm like, have we seen Sam Star be shady in the workroom to the girls?
Well, I mean, she's been a bitch, but I don't know if she's been shady. Like, as you said, when she was, like, upset that no one went home this episode, like, that's kind of...
Oh, yeah, in the confessional sheet, but I'm not counting that. I don't ever... whenever we do I have the producer do an outline. No one ever listens to me. I might as well be talking to the wall. But I say, don't give me anything in the confessionals. I don't care about the confessionals. The confessionals are just the editor's attempts to shape the narrative for us. I only care about what we see happen. Onya. Why did Latrice think Onya wasn't enjoying it? Oh, you want to go back to Sam Star?
Oh, just on that. Like, yeah, I don't think calling herself a villain and America's sweetheart and trying to be shady is enough branding to get her the win. Like, I thought for a while there she could be like a really strong front runner and contender, but now I'm like, that's not enough narrative. It's just not enough.
The point is she has no narrative. It's I can't believe this shows you how this episode is so fake. Is they bring this up to Sam on the main stage and she goes, "Oh, that's so true. Thank you." And like, you see, this is what we love. I'm like, girl, how are you not seeing that's the most pageant fucking answer? And she does not, she's a fucking empty vessel. She has no personality to Sam Star.
That's the thing. She's like, I've learned to just be myself. But like, I don't know if she's being herself.
No.
Anyway,
I think herself is a really rotted human being. Onya. So I just have you, I don't know what this means. Latrice thought Onya wasn't enjoying it.
Well, she didn't really pop. Like, she wasn't super fun or interesting apart from saying that she's a cook full time. Like, we've seen Onya be a little bit more charismatic than in that moment.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't blame Onya. This Latrice, I don't know why they had her do the interview. She can go out there and lip sync to a fucking goddamn Aretha Franklin number, but she has no personality. I'm sorry, she's not a good interviewer.
No, she
could have gotten
saved
a million people who were good.
I think the one thing she did was she saved Jules when she gave her that lob, like, that softball, being like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And Jules was a fucking deer in headlights. Latrice sort of pulled her out of that and was like, this is a good thing, But
I know. I felt so sorry. I felt so sorry for Latrice. I go, I know how you feel, girl. I know what it's like to be sitting there with somebody and you bring up a topic and they just sit there and stare at you for 5 minutes. You told me, Nathan, on Just Between Us Girls, you said, why don't you ever bring this up on the show? Why do you wait for... I could have saved that joke for Rulaska
And
Thoughts.
what are you referring to?
To you. Now...
No, what, like in this episode?
I didn't... Did I say this episode? Did I say in this episode? I literally have that in my notes.
You're the Sam Star of Afterthought Media.
I literally have it in my notes to bring that up to you.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm like, oh my, I'm going to bring this up to Nathan.
It's great fun.
But the point is, this is a thing where I think they were trying to turn this around. I think how do you bomb? That's the most fucking basic. Has Jules never applied for a fucking job?
She might not have.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right.
I thought before that she had good energy and she was like spilling the tea and like it felt more like a late night on the couch having a chat kind of a thing. And then she froze.
Here's the deal. And I wonder why they didn't bring this up, because it could have led to some... Let me put it this way. What I'm going to say right now would have not been interesting in an early episode, but would be interesting in an episode where there's nothing else. But someone pointed out, I don't know where, I don't know when. I think on Reddit I saw this. But Jules' father is a very, very, very famous chef.
Okay? Oh, he is?
Yeah, he has like a whole chain of restaurants in Florida. He was on TV, has cookbooks and shit like that, right?
Oh.
So I think it would have been interesting to bring that up and then see him talk. I'm sure him and Onya talked about this, So, but we didn't get to see that conversation. It's elimination and the girls get ready for the runway. The girls reflect on their favorite moments from the season. Lexi admits that Sam Star is now her favorite person. Finally, the queens discuss the importance of the track record. Oh my God, I'm so fucking sick of this goddamn track record.
Oh my God.
I'm so sick of Any thoughts on the elimination day?
Well, they were talking about their favorite moments in the competition, and I forgot about a lot of their moments. Like I forgot about squirrel games because I don't think much of this season's been particularly memorable. I remember Trimgate, Spray Paint Gate, and Bad Breath Gate, and that's about it. Like what? Yeah, no. Do you remember anything?
The stupid jokes. I forgot about the bad breath till right now. I forgot about the spray paint till right now, and I forgot about the stupid stealing the shit until they showed it on the episode.
Oh, okay. So what do you remember? Like before that?
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I only remember really is Ariady stealing jokes.
Yeah, the fighting in the workroom was my highlight of this fucking season.
Yeah, I probably would have remembered the spray painting if I would have thought about it a little bit more. But I would have totally forgotten the stealing. She stole something for the dress. And you know what? I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what. I would have totally forgotten who Onya fought with. I would have remembered the event, but I wouldn't remember it was against Jules.
Well, and that's why I'm kind of thinking, like, could Jules win this? Because looking back on the season, she's been at the fucking center of everything. Who knew? Sleeper assassin Jules was there all along.
Yeah, I don't know what the finale is going to be. I kind of feel in my brain is Anya's to win, to lose.
That's what I've been thinking for weeks until this week where she was a little bit boring.
Yeah, that can happen though. Bianca was boring the last couple episodes before the finale.
Oh, okay.
Once everybody's boring actually that season once Laganja goes home. Any other thoughts on Elimination Day?
Nope.
Okay, let's move on to this. We're gonna do the gift shop number and the promo videos all at once. I just want to get it out of the fucking way.
Okay.
Any big thoughts on the gift shop number? Not even like so bad it's good. Like totally forgettable.
It was very inconsequential. Like I don't think it mattered. The only thing was that Susie stood out for the wrong reasons with that look because she looked dull as all hell. And yeah, it is the most like vapid of all the songs. It's not even like Ru singing. It was kind of just like pointless.
RuPaul's newest hit song. I'm like, how is this a hit song?
And can you imagine going to this Drag Race live and then they're performing a song encouraging you to go to the gift shop and buy things? It's just like, wow, it's really obvious what they want you there for. Like just to spend your money.
Robert just went, so I'm sure he's going to be able to give us some insight into the gift shop. Or into the gift shop and the show and stuff like that. I think he liked it. Maybe they do it in a funny way. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I do like buying merch. So
yeah, you do. Actually, everyone I've been with Nathan, he does love buying merch.
I love buying shit. And the promo videos, they were all right.
Except for Susie's.
All the
other ones, I'm like, I could totally see this being a promo video in even Lexi's stupid weird one, right? I could see all of them being promo videos that you would see in Vegas promoting the show, except for Susie's weird ass anything goes.
I've never seen tap dancing in Vegas. Is that like a thing?
Oh, there'll definitely be tap dancing, but it's not going to be the way she's doing it.
Yeah, she's really missed the mark.
Yeah. So there's not really much to say about this challenge or anything. Well, it's time for the looks.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if this is. I don't think there'll be looks next week. Maybe the finale. Maybe for the finale we'll bring Blackstone back. This week I didn't want to have Blackstone. I was sort of interested in what Helen was doing last week. Okay. And I wanted to see if it continued. I don't know. Again, like I've been really busy. So I have not listened to these. But she did some weird stuff last week. And so let's see. So we have Onya Nerve. All right. Oh, by the way, the category is opulent outerwear. So the category is opulent outerwear. Here's Helen Schaefer Gray giving the critique of Onya Nerve.
Oh, majestic. Onya Nerve strutted down that runway in a voluminous mixed media coat with faux fur, animal print, metallic textiles, and sculptural...
Wait, did she say textiles?
Yeah, who's Giles? Yeah. Why are we texting him?
Gold details, paired with a matching head wrap and bold accessories. This is the kind of look that reminds me of the time.
Here we go. Strap in.
Because I'm still convinced that Robert thinks it's her niece or something like that. I'm convinced Blackstone is fucking with us. I think she's like Anchorman. I don't know.
My son came back from the dead twice. Once after a family disagreement, and once after being thrown off a waterfall by that terribly misguided cousin.
What?
We had just opened Wakanda to the world, and suddenly everyone...
Okay. I mean, I've never seen Helen Schaefer Gray, but she's not giving.
Is she Angela Bassett?
I guess she's Angela Bassett. I guess she's a regal black woman.
Yeah, I thought she was white.
Me too. All right,
Wow.
here we go.
Wanted our vibranium, our tech, and if you can believe it, our recipes.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that just it ends right there.
You'd think if you bring up your son coming back from the dead twice, like that would be what you'd talk about. But no, she really brushed past that.
No, okay. So Onya Nerve, what did you think of her look? I
Oh,
thought it was
look
pretty
good.
good, actually.
Yeah, fun earrings.
Oh, yeah, the earrings are great. Yeah.
Mhm.
100%. All right, here we go. Next one we have is Lexi Love. Lexi Love, here we go. Helen's lived quite the life, by the way.
Yes.
I'm going to choose, like other things, I'm going to choose to believe Helen now.
Oh, sparkling. Lexi Love swept down the runway in a dramatic burgundy faux fur coat lined in electric blue satin, worn over her rhinestone-studded sheer bodysuit with braided hair and sparkly accents. There's something so ambitiously exposed about pairing full fur with so little underneath.
So
It
true.
reminds me of the time I was Paris's most dazzling courtesan. Diamonds, drama, and a windmill with better acoustics than Carnegie Hall.
What? I'm really excited about this. I still don't know what it is. You know what it is?
Yeah, it's Moulin Rouge.
A penniless writer fell hopelessly in love with me, as they often do. But alas, I was already promised to a duke with a title, a temper, and terrible taste in lapels. I sang, I sparkled, I coughed discreetly into silk napkins, and just as I was about to run away for love, wouldn't you know it, I died.
What?
Consumption.
She's
Now
alive?
she's dead?
So what really strikes me about her backstory is that she was working in the Paris Opera when she had been trained by the Angel of Music, but then apparently she jumped ship and went over to the Moulin Rouge just across town. So she
She
really...
found an
Paris
ugly
was
guy
her
lived under.
playground.
Yeah, she found an ugly guy lived under the opera house. She's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Lexi's look?
I actually really liked it. I never really liked Lexi's hair choices, and that's still true, but I liked the outfit.
All right, very good. Let's move on over to the winner, actually, Jules Sparkles. Jules Sparkles.
Oh, heavenly. Jules Sparkles floated down the runway in a feathered floor-length coat in soft whites over a silver corseted bodysuit, topped with a sculptural gold ornament headpiece. Reminds me of a
Everything should remind him. Oh, here we go.
fabulous time in my life. I was running a little burlesque club on Sunset Boulevard where the girls wore heels higher than their rent
Even I get this one.
and sang their sorrows into rhinestone microphones. One day, this doe-eyed waitress with cheekbones like a baby deer wandered in from Iowa or Kansas or one of those flat places, and I said, fine, let her try the spotlight. Just don't touch my lashes.
What?
We nearly lost the club to some oily little man with a clipboard. But I belted one song into the rafters, snapped my fingers at the bank, and bought the building with a wink and a key change.
All right. Nathan, what do you think of our winner, Jules Sparkles?
Yeah, I thought she looked great. Really good.
She did look really good. Very good.
This Helen, though,
Yeah.
I'm starting to think she's not telling the truth.
Yeah, Nathan, I've been thinking this for a while. That the only benefit of that I'm going to give her is I just think she's reading something, and that Blackstone knows she's a big dummy who will just read whatever he gives her.
But she's read that she died. Like, surely that's like
I
in her
just-
mind.
I don't think I think she's really dumb. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Sam Star.
Yeah.
Sam Star, here we go.
Oh, radiant.
Now I'm not even listening to her. I'm just trying to figure out what puzzle I'm about to solve with what her mystery life is.
Sam Star pranced down the runway in a form-fitting orange sequined gown with a jeweled capelet and draped satin sleeves, styled with a towering beehive updo. It reminds me of
It always starts with, it reminds me of
a very stressful award season.
Do you think she actually just watches things and then in her mind that happened to her?
I don't know, Nathan. I don't know. But we should start playing like Name That Tune. She just said it reminds me of a very stressful award season. Do you think we could name it just by that?
No. Can you?
Okay, I don't have it. No. All right, here we go.
I was nominated for everything, and someone decided to send me death threats.
Nothing?
Is it like Death Becomes Her or something?
Naturally, the label hired a bodyguard, and of course he fell in love with me the minute I opened my mouth.
Oh, wait. Nathan says he has it. What is it?
Is it The Bodyguard?
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen The Bodyguard.
I don't think I have either, actually.
As they all do. We had one magical night, a few assassination attempts, and then I belted a ballad in a silver lame cape while nearly being shot from the mezzanine. Or as I call it, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
People are always shooting at her?
I mean, if it's The Bodyguard, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it did also give me Muppets energy at the end there. Like, she getting shot out of a cannon?
I don't know. All right, would you have any thoughts on Sam's look?
You know what? She looked good, but it was sort of lacking like a concept.
Yeah, Lexi made me laugh when she really did look like the chick from Absolutely Fabulous.
She did.
All right, last one here, Susie Toot.
Oh, cinematic! Susie Toot danced down the runway in a richly textured red opera coat with oversized faux fur cuffs and vintage accessories, styled with a slit gown and feathered cloche hat. Oh, darling, that reminds me of such a strange little chapter. Some young screenwriter stumbled into my home and suddenly decided he'd fix my script.
Oh, I know what it is.
You got
I let
it.
him stay, of course. I'm generous that way. And in return, he tried to teach me about dialogue, as if I hadn't worked with DeMille when talkies was still a novelty.
Is she 150 years old?
Well, I think she's older than that.
Things got a bit tense. There were misunderstandings, and yes, there may have been a gun, but all anyone remembers is me descending the staircase, looking radiant as the cameras rolled once more.
Okay, well, Sunset Boulevard is what she was doing there.
And Helen kind of gives that energy, now that I think about it.
She does, actually. She gives Norma Desmond energy, for sure. Actually, I was like, oh, now I got it. Yeah. Any other thoughts on Susie Toot, Nathan?
Her outfit was good, but that Susie Toot makeup, it's fucking terrible. It's always looked bad. I know she's like, it's the signature Susie Toot, but it's still fugly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's good for like a one-time jokey thing.
No,
to do, but
it's not even.
every
It's
week.
fugly.
All right. On the main stage, Jules Sparkles was named the winner of the challenge, while Sam Star and Susie Toot were placed in the bottom two, forcing them to face off in a lip-sync battle for their lives. I brought in the public feed. The song Love Child by Diana Ross and the Supremes. In the end, Sam Star lived to see another day, while Susie Toot was asked to sashay away. Nathan Patrick Brown, any final thoughts on the episode?
Ross Matthews looked like a handmaid.
Oh, he looked horrible.
That's about it.
I have a few that I'm going to do bullet style. I'm running out of time. One, bullshit that Michelle didn't know already sold the Jules jokes. It's just fucking, I hate when they just don't mention it. You don't have to mention it. Just be like, oh, okay. All right. She knew. Either she's a terrible producer because she has herself as an executive producer on the show, or she's a liar.
I think more she's just highlighting the fact that Jules didn't bring it up on the main stage when she could have.
I think they knew. Lexi. Okay, this is what, Lexi was sex trafficked, right? So I love how Lexi's like, I was sex trafficked. It was horrible, blah, 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 blah. And then Ross is like, you look like a hooker. Tracy's Sam Star critique about the Saran wrap was perfect. That exactly nailed Sam Star and who Sam Star is. Then they made a reference, and I'm not going to spend that much time because I really am short on time here. They made a Cal Worthington reference. Nathan, let me tell you something. I'm going to hit the big 5-0 this year, okay? And I have a vague, foggy memory of who Cal Worthington is, right? It was a series of commercials for a used car dealership chain, or maybe not a chain, maybe just a used car dealership in LA. And he was very famous. Okay.
Oh, I would never have guessed that.
Yeah. And I don't remember what the reference was. I'm like, there are literally like under 1% of their audience knows exactly. You would think they would edit that out. It was just such a bizarre, strange reference to make. You have to be literally in your 60s, I think, or late 50s to get it.
Yeah.
And by the way, very specific to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So you have to live in Los Angeles, be over 50 or 55, and remember these commercials. It's a very, very, very strange reference that they made there. Anything else, Nathan?
No.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Drag Race Recap. Be sure to join us next weekend, every week, as we continue to discuss, dissect, and deconstruct each brand new episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. So, for Nathan Patrick Brown and myself,
Sashay away until next week.
Thank you for listening to Drag Race Recap. Have something to say? Leave us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/afterthoughtmedia. You can also email us at dragracerecap@afterthought.media. For more Drag Race and LGBTQ+ content, support us over at patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. This podcast was produced by Luke Stamen. You can follow Nathan Brown over on Instagram at NathanBrown90. Follow Joe Batance on Instagram at Joe Batance. Special thanks to these expensive tier Patreon supporters: April Pacheco, Astute Girl, Brad Coley, Derek Byers, Doofus Maximus, E. Smith, Effie Wop, Emma, Phil Skit Pony, Blind Suki, Humble Pie, J. Thomas Plank, Kathy Zender, Katie Whitmire, Lauren Eckert, Lucy Carrasco, Luke Stamen, Mary S., Mike Yeager, Nikki Baker, Nikki Pettit, Polly, Poppy Woods, Ricardo Herrera, Runner Brandon, Sarah Yu, Tom Bombs, Travi Cosmos, and Troy Anderson. Drag Race Recap is an Afterthought Media podcast.